Good job, SAPD. Good job. Good job.
You could end up in jail for that.
How's it going, everybody? Dkane was just arrested and it's not looking good. I was researching an Ashleytrevino video because I heard she was the one who had been arrested. But as I researched more into it, I realized this had very little to do with Ashleytrevino besides her causing basically the entire thing, and more to do with the consequences that came upon Dkane for what he had done. While Ashleytrevino and Dkane were out eating with 9 or 10 of their other 19 or 20 TikTok stars at some San Antonio cafe, women began approaching Ashleytrevino, calling her out for basically being a degenerate, and Ashleytrevino began arguing with these people, causing a huge scene in the restaurant, leading to Dkane doing something that I bet he regrets a whole lot at this point. For some reason during the argument, Dkane pulls out something that would completely change his life, leading to shocked bystanders calling 911, having them come there, and leading to multiple people getting arrested, or maybe just Dkane. I think he might have took most of the blame for this for some reason. I'm not sure why. Maybe the TikTok cloud has been falling off. And Dkane was like, my previous charges aren't anything. I want to be with Ashleytrevino. She's the next star in this if TikTok doesn't get banned. He said, I gotta get a real charge under my belt, so I'll be a part of this inmate hopping saga. But no matter what his intentions were, I don't think he was expecting all of this, because the charges initially only said 15 years. I'm not sure if this is the most accurate thing, and I don't even know if most of these charges will stick. I feel like the DA or whoever's charging him is just throwing a hefty sentence at Dkane and just hoping that smaller ones will stick. But you never know, and only time will tell. But here's the charges Dkane is apparently facing right now.
The Texas TikToker known as Dkane may never see the streets again. That's because he's now facing life in prison for the recent charges that he just accumulated, and they're looking real bad. We have all of the details in this story to tell you. About 3 days back in San Antonio, he was with some friends and they were not let into a restaurant. That's whenever he decided to take matters into his own hands, taking out the fierro on someone, and they called the cops. They soon showed up, searched him, and found a gun. It was loaded, and it also had. We originally reported that he was facing just 15 years. Well, yeah, that's not the case no more. It's much more than that. You can see his full name right there, Josiah, 4 charges. The first charge, violating a bond. The maximum sentence is 5 years. You can see the bond was actually denied. The second charge has a max sentence of 10 years. The bond is also not available, and this one is for a prohibited fierro. Now this is where it starts getting really serious. Aggravated A with a fierro, and his bond amount was $200,000. And you thought that was bad? Well, he has 2 of those same charges. Chat, just for one of those charges, it's a minimum of 5 years in prison. The maximum sentence is life in prison. He has 2 of those counts.
Yeah, it's not looking good. All for Ashleytrevino. Who would throw away their life for Ashleytrevino? I don't care what kind of TikTok clout she's got going on right now. It's not worth it. It's not even going to be around for much longer. I mean, heck, Ashleytrevino is probably one of these people who went and downloaded Red Note because she thought that was going to be the app to save her. Even though if they thought about it for just half a second, that's also a Chinese app, so it's most likely going to get shut down in the future too if it gets big enough. It's just going to be the same thing. If they were smart, they would just move over to Lemon 8. But then it would be only US people using Lemon 8, so I don't even know how big it could actually get. And look at Dkane now. He's in jail. He's probably thinking about his future. I mean, it's Dkane. He probably thinks he's going to get off no problem, and he's got some low-cal plot armor. That might be what happens. But while he's sitting in there, just check out what Ashleytrevino is doing. I'll pull up a clip or 2 of it. Ashleytrevino is literally just chilling out in New York. Just got paid like $12,000 or $13,000 for her TikTok sub. She's living it up. She's not even thinking about Dkane anymore. And as much of a fake gangster as I think Dkane is, like the person he likes to portray, I feel like he got put in that situation and was like, okay, now I must show everyone how much of a true gangster I am, and almost ruined his life. We'll see the results of it eventually, but right now we can definitely say it's looking like game over. I don't think there's been a bigger crash out in a long time. Maybe the next Dkane content we get is just Ashleytrevino calling him, asking him how his day is, seeing what he's up to, you know, the prison life. Is he playing basketball that day? Did he add another tattoo to his face? You never know, he's behind bars, and when he comes out, TikTok might not even be around. The following might be a little hard to catch on, but who really cares? Dkane is a degenerate, but we'll get more into that in a little bit, because right now I want you guys to check out some footage I found of Ashleytrevino and the rest of her crew outside of that San Antonio cafe.
Good job, SAPD. Good job. Good job. Good f***ing job. That. Where's the little one? They need to get that right there, right? They need to get that. Yeah, right. You Ash, get the out of here.
Keep going.
No, that bitch is the one bringing the problems to San Antonio.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yo, fuck you, little unfit mother. You, shut the f up. Shut the f up. Go back to your kid. Shut the f up, you. Y'all lock her stupid ass up. Ash is gonna shit. Ash, get the f out of here, you. Good job, SAPD.
So if you're not aware who Dkane is or what he's even known for really, originally Dkane was mildly popular on TikTok. He had around 200-some thousand followers before his big expose happened. But before he got exposed, he would just get online and hang out with this dude named Lalo, I'm pretty sure his name is, and Lalo would just call him out for being a poser and all kinds of things like that. Dkane would just deny it, talk about how good his street credentials are and that he's not bugged by any, even though it was realized Dkane's an incredibly short man, really giving cyraxx a run for his money, but that's besides the fact. After finding a good bit of success with this, Dkane was getting hundreds of thousand views per video on TikTok, and there was like 1,000 or so people who would get on his live stream with him, so Dkane was no small creator. Until one of his ex-girlfriends decided to let everyone know who the real Dkane was, calling him out for being a degenerate, laying his hands on people that you should just never even think about it. He was fighting with both his grandparents and his girlfriend, and as bad as both of those things are, he would just deny it and say, how could I have done that if I'm still living with my grandparents? Like, obviously, Dkane, they probably realized you don't have many other places to go, so they're like, well, if we don't let him stay here, he's just gonna be on the streets. So they're just nice people compared to you. And when it comes to his girlfriend, it would be discovered that not only is he fighting with her, but that she was underage the entire time, and this led to him getting exposed even harder.
He's not only on females, he's on his grandparents actually too. His grandma.
The abuelitos?
Yeah, those charges, he says, oh, look at my charges. 2 of those charges are from his grandma and his grandpa for having them. Okay? Yeah, y'all know.
Wait, why did he the abuelitos? What did they do?
All we know is that they were drunk or something like that. It's on his records or something.
Wait, so I have to, well, I'll ask this at the end, but okay, so then he was a to you allegedly on this account?
Yes. It got bad. It got bad, but it wasn't like, oh, I was letting him beat me. I was also, you know, being defensive.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna let no man.
Yeah.
But yes, it got to the point where we got in this one big argument and he got mad. He actually broke my pink phone. The pink phone that his whole audio thingy, he broke that. 2, because he got caught cheating. And then 2, we got in this big argument. I literally pushed him not too hard. Like, bro, you can go flying, but I didn't push him that hard.
Yeah.
Turn around. I'm standing up by the couch, and he turns around. He looks at me, and then he literally me so hard. Yes, like one of those competitive.
Okay.
And he laughs, and he's like, "Ah ha ha! Like you're funny. Like I could do it again. I can do it again. I wish I did it even harder." So from there, he was like, "Don't make me you." Like anytime we got into an altercation, he'll be like, "Don't make me you how I did last time." So that's why he has those bruises on his. I don't know if he showed you on the live because I know I saw that he showed it on the live. But he has bruises on his chest from me, from him, 3 or 4 times. To the point I couldn't breathe, and I told him to let go. And he was like, "Are you done yet? Are you done yet?" I was like, "I'm done," because he didn't want me to get his phone. Y'all, let's just put it like 17. I'm about to be 18. Okay, guys.
Damn. Okay. So let me say this, because some girls sometimes like to lie. So was Mr. Confuzzled about your age?
No, that was never. People keep saying that. No, I literally was like, I literally asked him how old he was, and he was like, "Go look at my famous birthday." So I did, and then it said 20. I was like, "You're 20." Oh, I was like, "Oh, I'm 16." He was like, "Okay, that doesn't matter. As long as we don't tell anybody, you're gonna be an adult anyway." So that's what he said.
So in other words, he pre-ordered you.
sure.
So you gotta wonder, what did Dkane do after he got exposed? Did he run and hide, never show his face again like he should have? Or did he get online and just absolutely refuse every claim that people threw at him? Dkane sounded exactly like a guy someone like Gordon Flowers or Dap was catching. Everything they threw at him that had tons of proof backing it, oh, it's all lies. It was either AI, tampered, someone along the line was screwing with it, because it couldn't have been Dkane. Him, of all people. I mean, just look at Dkane, guys. Doesn't he look like a stand-up individual as it is? I mean, of course he does. But none of that matters, because everything that was pointed at him was factual. Not only was it one girl that he was accused of talking to that was underage, not only was it two, it was three, and it turns out they were all true. And especially after you just heard his girlfriend, who he confirmed that was his girlfriend, claim that she was underage too, well, Dkane was just in a whole lot of trouble. And it's so wild to me, after he's getting exposed for being the worst kind of human being you could possibly be in this world, all he's doing is sitting there eating these hot Cheetos. I don't know what it is about TikTokers and sitting there eating while they're on camera, but it's just so off-putting to me. For some reason, it just makes me think that everyone who gets on TikTok really has no idea why they're there and just shows up on live stream to be present.
I don't text nobody.
No, let's clear that up. You asked the girl for some pics and she was 61 backwards. She sent me the video where she clicked on your Instagram and matched up to you, Labra. So that's one girl. Aside from that, another girl sent me a message that you guys had text messaging, right? And you told her you were 71 backwards. She clicked on your number. I do have your number, let's not say. And it matches to your number. So that's another girl. There's a third girl. That was about a year ago. What's the whole situation with your grandparents?
What about my grandparents?
That you hit them with some little bit of a cuchillo.
That's cap. My charges are public record.
Yeah, but you can easily manipulate them. Are you sure your ex was lying that you didn't hit them with...
Can't manipulate charges. They're on the county record.
Okay, we'll leave it at that.
You're not gonna sit here and lie to the people. That's the one thing you're not gonna do. The amount of times I've been locked up, I know what I'm talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. The charges are, my charges are public record, and people know. A lot of people know my real name, so you can go look it up. My charges are public record, and I could call, just like I was on live yesterday with Lalo and I called my grandma.
I don't need you to call your abuelita. You probably gave your abuelita a hug. You gave your abuelita a hug. You guys are fine now. Okay, let's move on.
And then hold on, because when she was talking to you, she was like, he did this to his grandparents. He did this. And then she says he lives with his grandma. How did I do that to my grandparents, but then I live with my grandma? So you're one of those people that tries to press somebody about accusations, but you have no proof of anything. You're like, Lalo, where's this? Like, this is like me saying, oh, you did this yesterday.
Okay, so then what's the whole situation about you calling another girl wifey and she's 51 backwards?
Again, I don't talk to nobody. I only talk to my girl and my homeboys.
So let me I'm gonna just ask this one more time because it's about to get messy. If you, depending on your answer, because I don't lie about my achievement, right? Okay, I'm the best achievement page because I keep everything accurate.
You've been capping this whole time, but go ahead.
That's fine.
What about me saying that I stopped talking to her? Did you listen to what I said?
Next person. Let's continue right here. Next person, right? You calling this girl right here a wifey, right? She's 51 backwards. Oh, hold on. We'll go to Exhibit C.
Wait, go back to it. Go back to it. Go back to it.
Right here.
Go back to it.
Exhibit
Go
C.
back to it.
The white soul's doing it for me.
Yeah, where does she say her age in that? Where does she say her age?
61 backwards.
Where does she say her age? Where does she say her age?
Why are you asking a girl for
where does she say her age?
Listen, bro. I'm answer.
And go back to the other screenshot too. Go back to the other one. Go back to the other one.
Why are you asking this girl for?
Go back to the other one.
You don't even know her age.
Go back to the other one.
Hold on, Exhibit D.
Go back to the other one.
That's your contact.
Go back to the other two.
All right, I'm 17. You said you're 17,
bro. What does this prove?
You lied to a girl saying you're 71 backwards, bro.
When did I lie? You're not gonna win me because none of those two first ones you showed. Where did they say their age?
So you just asked random girls without knowing their age for pics?
I looked at that one. Number one, that was a while ago. So the fact that somebody's screenshotting that from a while ago just shows
April 24th. April 24th this year. April 24th this year.
I'm speaking. That just shows that they want clout, number one. Number two, where in the screenshots that you just showed did they say their age? I literally hit them up from a while ago. They could have said, hey, I'm this. Where in those screenshots right now did they say their age? Answer me that question.
Okay, I'll answer that. Let me tell you how slow you are. In one of them, you have the same amount of Instagram followers, and it was April 24th. You know what, Mr. DK, Mr. Confuso, I appreciate you for coming on here. You know what I'm saying? You gave your side. Like I said, you gave your side. I have what I had. So, at the end of the day, it's up to you.
There was no proof of none.
That's fine. That's up to you. I just wanted to hear your side.
I thought you were going to come on here with, like, some real, like, I don't know, some to try to, like, make this entertaining at least, but...
No, this isn't entertaining. This is actually serious, bro. You know?
It's not. Because there's
like,
no
what if you had a sister that was a quinceañera, bro?
There's no proof of none. Let me finish. We was together for like 3 weeks, maybe a month.
Okay, so let me repeat my question. When you were with her, was she of age, yes or no?
I wasn't with her like that.
All right, thank you so much for coming on here. I appreciate you. I'm going to leave you with a friend here, okay?
Oh, heck, you know.
Take care, all right?
So what do you guys think about this situation? After discovering some of Dkane's past history and realizing the situation that he's got himself into now, do you think he's going to be in jail for life? I mean, I don't know. I think it's like I said earlier, where like the DA's probably just throwing hefty charges at him, and the smaller ones will stick. You know, the big ones, the scary ones, they're just to intimidate him. That's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment, but you never really know what's going to happen. You don't know if the prosecutor's just tired of people running around with stuff like this, and Dkane's going to be the poster boy because he has a huge TikTok following, just showing that no one can get away with this, or is he going to have that lolcow plot armor that's just going to keep him pinned down for a little bit longer? Because you would have thought that Dkane had fallen off after he got exposed, but he only had like 200-some thousand TikTok followers at that time. I checked his account here recently and has like 1.2 million. So obviously Dkane has a little bit of that lolcow plot armor, but how strong is his really? But I guess we'll figure out in the next video about Dkane, or if there's any updates to this situation. But besides all that, that's enough for me today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like. If you haven't already, subscribe, follow the socials down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.